Hello, listeners. Hi, my name is Madhavi, and I'm so happy to have you on UpTalk. You have come to the right place if you want to learn about IT and do really cool things with your hands. We are not just another IT company when I say UpTalk. Think of us as your learning partner dedicated to helping you reach your full potential. We have top notch hands on courses to help you build your business, whether you are new to technology or want to move up in your current job. Let's look around this as our first step towards learning.
Now let's start another integration type, which is EIB. Very important type, mostly used for outbound integrations. Although we have both inbound EIBs and we have outbound EIBs. As the name suggests, inbound EIBs is for loading data into Workday. Outbound EIBs is something which we are used to send data out of. Now, in what cases will we use this? Let's say you have got a requirement where you have to expose data to another system. First is we will check whether a connector is available or not, a package connector, right? And the answer is say no. There is no package connector available for this. Then that's fine. Then we'll see whether there is another connector available for this kind of requirement. And say there is no generic connector also. That's fine. Then we will say, anyhow, document transformation cannot be used because for that you need to have first an integration. Right. It cannot be standalone. Is out. Then report as a service or Workday Web Services depends on that system's capability. Does that system has API capability? If we share an API, a REST API, will that system be able to accept that? If yes, then what we'll do is all the data that system needs. We'll create a report and then expose it as an API. That will be our choice. But if say that system says no, we cannot call APIs, we need a file. Whenever you have to send data out, and it's a file based, and there is no connector available, then we go to EIBs. For again here, we need to have a report. EIB is nothing but three-step process. Get, transform data, and then deliver. Now for getting data, meaning first fetch the data from both there. For that, what are the options? We have two options. Either create a custom report or use the web service. And then for transform data, we do have two types of, we have custom transformation. And we will see that in detail. And then we have a custom transformation and custom report transformation. Custom transformation is where when we attach the XLT code similar to a DT, but the difference here is that DT will not have XTT and ETB function. And custom report transformation is something that we will see. And then delivering data is again same stuff. SAP email or whatever. Amazon S3. Wherever you want to deliver, you can configure that. This is that simple three process one. If I have to show you, let me go here and do the tenant. Let's first see. We have a report or not. Or test report one. Actually, our report was CR test 1. This one was our report. Let me try to run and see why is it slow. Oh, let me give you the requirement. Till now, the requirement is the vendor says that we want to integrate with Workday. For that, you have to send us these fields, right? You need to send us employee aid, the name, date of birth, location, and all that, right? And then let me try running it. It will give all the data plus. I don't want any change detection. I want the full data every time, right? That's what the perfect example is employee data. The vendor, the system wants, and it won't always, the full file, right? Say, this is the one, right? CR test 1. We have created a report and it has all the fields which the other system wants and we are getting it. I will, just for my sake, copy the name of the report. Then now this is the integration system EIB, which has all other integration, right? The connectors, generic or package or did for that. What was the task for creating that integration? It was create integration system, right? But for EIB the task is different. It is creative. That's the task. I'll go here and I'll say create EIB. Here it is. And then now it is asking, what's the name of your EIB, right? I'll say int test EIB, right? And I have to choose whether it's inbound or outbound. Inbound will do later because that's a very limited use case and not done by the technical team. And I'll tell you the reason. Also, it's not done by the technical team, and I'll say intending to do it, but let's see how it goes. And you click on, then it starts. It's a kind of a user graphical interface here. You click on next, 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 keep on configuring, and that, as I told you, right, get data, transform, and deliver. That's the 3-step process. Right now, what we have done is we have just given the name of the integration. Click on next. Now it is asking get data. The thing it is asking is what data do you want this EIB to process and deliver, right? Now, if you see the option here for data source, there are 2 options, custom report or web service. As I have written here, right, custom report or a web service. Now again, same stuff. Web service is something that we have just seen, right? These all Workday web services. If you want that again, since we are getting data, it will be all get web services, right? Like if you see here web service, you have to choose. I'll write get flower, right? That's not available. That was part of resource management and no item here as of now not available. Probably this user doesn't have that access. But yes, that if it is available, then we can select that. Right? But ideally, again, the same reason as I told you, we don't use web service as the data source because it has much of unnecessary data which the other system don't need. Now, in our case, the vendor, in our case, or in most of the cases, 99 of the time, the vendor will come up with very specific fields. Write that I want employee it, I want this name hired it, location reference it, and all that stuff. But the web service will give you way more than that. It will give you 50 fields or 60 fields and all that. That's why we generally go with custom report here. You will give the name of the report. Let's see, this is my report and it came. Click on next. Now it is asking for transformation type. As of now, there are as a two options: custom transformation, custom report transformation. Right today, for today, we will just do custom report. We'll do the other one tomorrow, custom report transformation. Since we are doing it new for the first time, it will be new custom report transformation. Next, now it is asking how do you want to deliver it. You can do SEFT, FP and all these. These are the options which are available on the deliver step as well. Right, let me say I want nothing. As I don't have any other details, I'll keep it as Workday attachment, which means when you will run the integration on the integration event, the file will be available and you can download it from there. Now it is asking you to review that. This is the data source and it is a custom report transformation which we have selected new. And then here EIB is created. Now the other systems say the system says I want a CSV file. Right as a V is a comma separated file. Now, since if you remember, the transformation type we gave was custom report transformation. We have to now configure that transformation. How we do it is we go to integration. Where is that? Enterprise interface. And configure transformation. Now, what it will do is it will automatically fetch all the columns of the report which you have done right. Employee, legal name, date of birth, location, hire date. It has fetched all the values. And now what is asking is how do you want the output file to be delimited or a fixed width file? Right? Say we want a delimited file, right? You can put a comma. Or say I want a pipe delimited file, for example. I'll put a pipe here. Then line ending is line feed, meaning after every row it should be the next line. Then comes here each column we can configure. Do you want to prefix and suffix with any characters? If no, then you remove this right now. They have put the quotes here. What column heading override you want? Do you want to keep it employee id or do you want to name it something else? You can give that right. You can put padding there if you want by putting the fixed length like say employee id. I want it to be 10 characters and the padding character is left padding with 0 right. What it will do is if say your employee it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it will make it 0, 0, 5, zeros and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Then legal name. Say I want here only the name and I want to remove the codes for date of birth. I will say I want to make it Bob. Remove the code's location again. Remove the code's hire date. Remove the code's dependence, right? And then let's keep rest of the thing as it is. Right? I'll click on, but you can configure as per the need. Now and done this, integration is ready. That's it. When you are doing custom report transformation, that means no coding, nothing. You have done the configuration. Now to launch this integration. You go integration, integration launch. File name use system default. And it will start run. You can click on refresh to see the progress of the integration. And that's the interface for any type of integration. Whether you run connector or IBs, it's the same. It completed and it created the output file, right. The test file, the name which we give. Let me download it and show it to you. Open with where is it? Where is it? File open and downloads. Here's it. Let me go to the top and say employee 8, then the name, then the date of birth. And then if you see, employee 8 is now having these 5 zeros because we did that padding. And then everything else is pipe delimited. Now say the vendor says, now change it. I want a fixed width file. What you do is you have to just update the transformation. That's it, nothing else. You go related action integration, enterprise interface, configure transformation. Right now I change it to instead of delimited fixed width, right? And then now I have to specify the one. Employee at column width 10. Legal name column width. I'll say again 10. Date of work. Column width is what is the is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Let me give 10 for each. This is 10. Location is 10, hire date is 10, and then 10, 5. This is how you are. Just what I are doing is you are specifying the column width because it's a fixed width file. The padding character is a space, right? You can have different values here. Whatever you want to do it with the padding characters 0 or spaces, whatever. Right now, I did it. What it is saying. What's the error? Is required and must have a value. Which one doesn't have? Dependent is 0. Let's make it 6 and now it's done. And now let's run it and see how the output is. Enterprise interface, why did I cancel? I have to launch it. Integration and launch it completed. Let me open that up now. It looks like this. Now you have employed, which is then 10 characters. And then you have the name, date of birth, and all those stuff. Everything is as per the formatting that we have mentioned. Let me see. Do I have this material for this one? Yep, EIBS is this one custom report transformation and all that is. This is the one Workday EIB, right? We have started with it. We have done only the one part. Just to summarize it, first time when you will do it is in the get data, you select your report. In transformation, you select new custom report transformation and then select the delivery as Workday attachment. And then from the related action, go to the enterprise interface, configure the transformation and then run it. You will get that as a file, right? Whatever data you were getting while running the report, the same thing you will get it. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us sales@therightuptalk.com.